Okay, so we got this big walk-in box here at the brewery, and we're gonna pipe her in. There's our evaporator coils, 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna get these guys all piped in, and I'll show you where the condensing unit sits outside. So, pretty big operation. I got my stuff here getting prepped and ready. So this will be pretty cool little piping job on this big walk-in box here. See, it's not bad today, 70 degrees. Okay, 71 degrees. All right, let's get into this. Yeah, I'm gonna get started here. I got this nice roll-around table to work with. I got all my stuff on there. Benders. I always put a nice little deal like this. My wet rags and stuff. Oh yeah, thanks to Charles, I picked one of these up, the solenoid valve magnet. Put on the solenoid valve. Right on, bro. Thanks for the heads up. He's got a bunch of stuff. Now he's got to get it all piped. Up there. Okay. Following manufacturer specifications on this one. For multiple evaporators, P-trap to inverted P-trap. So I got that fitted up there like that. Let's see if you can see that. And that's where it's going to start. Come down the line, and then I got T's I'm cutting in for the top loops. And I'll show you that when I get it all done. So I got that side started. I got my nitrogen, I purge. In the old video, I had my nitrogen rig. And let's get you up here and I'll show you. The coils have Schrader fittings so you can test your superheat. That's why I hook it up there. It'll flow in through the coil, back out through the TXV. And I'll plug this, I plug the suction line and then it goes and flows out the liquid line for your purge. So I'm annealing some pipe here. So I'm going to bend the offset and I'll show you why I'm doing that. Just a second here. This is why I'm annealing the pipe. I'm going to make an offset to come over and come out here. Why weld a bunch of elbows up here? I could bend the pipe and then it's one weld here and then on the other side. And the other side of the wall is where the solenoid valve is going to go. And we'll see how this comes out. Okay, there's the piece I bent up. We'll get it up there, see what it looks like. Okay, so that's what I was shooting for there. Now I can turn the nitrogen on and get to purging. Weld up this one. And that T over there to that coil for the liquid line. I just got to wrap the TXVs in a wet rags first. Okay, so I got my TXVs wrapped. I was going to show you this too. I'll use the electrical pop-in bushings to run the liquid line through. So there's no chafing on there later on. And then that's what those are going to look like. I'll get the liquid line done first. And then we'll work on the suction line. Okay, got my flow going. Once again, it comes out of here. I got a connector onto my big giant air hose. It goes up into that Schrader fitting on the suction header. Feeds through the coil, back out through the TXV. It goes around. I got the suction line at the end has a plug in it down there. And so then it all escapes out the liquid line up there. Let's see what that offset looks like from down below. Not too bad. Okay, let's get to brazing these up. Okay, so I'm coming down the line here. I'm on the last one. I got both of those done down there. And I got my insulation slid on, held back with my tubing cutter and a wet rag. I'm going to get to welding up my last pieces here as it goes out the box. We'll take a look at it when it's all done. There it is. The inside's piped. And it comes up over here. And goes through the wall right there. There's our offset. And we'll see what it looks like on the other side there. That's what it looks like going back the other way. It's all insulated. And doing it. Okay, so here's the other side of the box. You can look down. Alright, let's see in the box. But it comes out here, solenoid's gonna go there. And then go on down and get up there. This is the top of the box. The attic. We're up here in the warehouse. So that's where this is going. A little more perspective. But that's the big walk-in box right there. I'm up above it. And that line set's gonna come out there. Come down here. Turn in there. And then it's gonna go over out there to get outside. Above that roll-up door. Okay, the line set came up in the attic across, came down the wall. Hooked out there into the trench, came over the trench, and there's our air condensing unit. Turbo air this time. And it's got a pressure holding charge on it. Just a little above 250. And we'll check that out. Pressure holds, then we'll get it on the vacuum pump, so stay tuned. We'll see if we can get a startup video of this one. Thanks for watching.